If one thing is certain, if history has taught us anything, it's that we always love watching a super creepy serial killer on a fun movie date night. There's nothing like snuggling up under a blanket out of sheer terror. So today, we're counting down our top 3 super creepy movie psycho killers. Kicking things off at number 3, Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men. We see this disturbing person more as a completely emotionless, unstoppable force of nature rather than a conventional villain. His weapon of choice, a cattle bolt stunner, which, by the way, is not something you want to meet in a dark alley. Funny enough, Javier Bardem almost didn't even take the role because he felt he wasn't right for it and his English wasn't good enough. Ironically, his portrayal of Chigurh became iconic, earning him an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. And his eerie performance is only accentuated by his wardrobe and unique hairstyle.
First of all, they put the haircut, which was their idea, and I thought it was a brilliant idea. And from there, we took the wardrobe and we tried to make it almost like disappear in his own body, being a big guy, because we thought it was important for him to have an extra weight. But also make him look like somebody like normal, with this touch of craziness, which is the haircut. You know?
And then there's Dr. Hannibal Lecter from the 1991 masterpiece, The Silence of the Lambs. He's extra terrifying because he masks his extreme cannibalistic violence behind a veneer of high-cultured sophistication, brilliance, and impeccable politeness. As a psychiatrist, he uses his intelligence to manipulate, psychologically dismantle, and get under the skin of others. Actor Anthony Hopkins also won an Oscar for his splendid performance.
Well, if I hadn't received it, you'd all be in trouble. I take all your phone numbers.
Jodie Foster, who played Clarice Starling opposite him, had a more serious take on their dynamic.
Lecter's character, I mean, one of the things that's working between us is a class. You know, I come from a lower class background, or rural background, and he is a sort of, intellectual, kind of condescending, an academic in some ways. He is incredibly intelligent. He is an equal in most ways, and he sees me in some ways as an equal because I accept him as a human being. So his way of becoming intimate with me is by probing into my fears, showing my fears to me so that I can combat the villain. I don't think I've ever seen a character like that, and I certainly have never played with a character like that, so it's absolutely fascinating.
Hey, Mark.
And all the way on top, we have none other than Michael Myers from Halloween as the most terrifying psycho killer. Why? Well, because he's the embodiment of pure, inexplicable, stalker-like evil. He completely lacks any human emotion, motive, or remorse. He never speaks, whimpers, or screams, showing no pain at all, which makes him appear inhuman. And the power of his horror always lay in the simplicity of the story. Just ask David Gordon Green, director of the latest trilogy.
I wrote this with Danny McBride and Jeff Radley, 2 of my best film school friends, and we just greeted it with that enthusiasm of being fans of the original Halloween, keeping it very simple, keeping it very straightforward. It's not a complicated narrative. It's almost wonderfully cliche. Madman escapes from the mental institution. You better lock your doors.
And Jamie Lee Curtis, who returns as Laurie Strode, appreciated that approach.
The way that they were approaching this story, the way that they were trying to tell this story 40 years later by cutting loose all of the other sequels and just focusing on what happened to Laurie Strode in 1978 and what happened to Laurie Strode in 2018 was just clean, good filmmaking. And I knew it right away.
So there you have it. 3 psycho killers who've haunted our screens and our dreams for decades. Whether it's the quiet menace of Myers, the sophistication of Lecter, or the cold calculation of Chigurh, they remind us with chilling horror why we keep coming back to these stories.